Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, a warm welcome to you. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make a bralette, as can be seen in the intro video. And in the previous video, I actually made a bra cup. So a bralette, you would need to start off with a bra cup. And I made a bra cup in the previous video, so I won't be doing this from scratch. So if you want to see how the bra cup was made, I will put a link at the top right, and yeah, you can go watch that video and then come back to this one. Okay, so I will be continuing from that to make a bralette out of this. Okay, so to make a bralette, you're going to need 2 of these cups, which I've also done as well. Okay, so you're going to need 2 of these cups. This is a size medium, as you will see in the video. You can make it a small or larger if you wish. It depends on the size you want. This is a medium and I'm a medium, so yeah. It's currently for an order and she's a medium as well, so I'd rather have more coverage than it being too small on a client, you know. Okay, so what I'm going to do here to make things easier beginner wise is that I'm just going to make a knot. Okay, and just bring this down a tad bit. I'm making a knot here and I'm going to tie it twice. Okay, so what you want to do is kind of pull on it as well. Okay, I'm not going to tie it twice. I've got that's not the thing you do. Okay, still using the same millimeter hook as well. Try stay constant with it, depending on if you are going to do a trim. For this, I'm not going to do a trim. So if you're going to do a trim, normally you would use a slightly smaller size. And also what I'm doing is now you're going to go, okay, so this, okay, let's do it this way. This is the bra cup, right? Right at the end, you have this stitch right there at the end. You're going to take it in there, okay? Then you're going to hold your wool like you would normally do, okay? And what we're going to do is now is join these two cups together. So we're going to start off with what we've been doing this whole time. Okay, so you're going to chain 1 and into every single stitch, actually, apologies, I'm just gonna, okay, so now we are sorry, my camera is being very interesting today. So we've already got into the knot, just tuck it at the back. Okay, so what I've done now is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. I'm going to add 1 more. And why do we do this is to create a corner. Okay, so I've currently made 3 single crochets in there. Now you're just going to put a single crochet into every single stitch until you've got into the other side of the bralette. Okay, don't be afraid of it, it is there. Okay, so you can see the stitches in between into every single stitch. And when I say every single stitch, okay, so you currently have the stitch itself and the gap it creates when you move on to the next row. You want to put it into the stitch itself, okay, this is the stitch itself and there's other gaps. You want to put it into each gap and each stitch itself. I found out I tried doing it into just the stitches and ignoring the gaps, but I found out that makes it quite weird looking. So what we're going to do to make it tighter around the waist, this is going to be an adjustable bralette. I call it an adjustable one because it can fit, depending on the bra cup, it can fit medium to large. That's why I call it an adjustable bralette, because it's going to be tied at the back like you saw. But it's a bralette nonetheless. Okay, so you're just going to go into every stitch, and yes, those little knobby keys you started with, there's also a stitch. I want you to get there. Okay, so it might look like one string, but you still go in there, you go in there. Okay, and I'm just going to continue until I've gotten to the end. Okay, currently at the end of the bralette of the cup. Apologies. Okay, I apologize for the rain in the background. It's nice and cool though, because it's blazing hot this side. Jeez, I'm hearing in certain countries it's freezing cold, so yeah. Anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna work. I just like to hold my other bralette before I go into it. So I'm just gonna go find a hole somewhere. Try find a hole to just like tuck it in there, because this is the last one. Okay, we are struggling. We are struggling big. Let's see. Okay, put it in there. Okay, so just try find a hole. And you're going to, I like to take the end with the tied off string, because now it comes in the middle and it's easier to hide when you weave. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Okay, so you're just kind of gonna hold that. Make sure you're holding it nicely. And you're just gonna go into that very first stitch you started with. Okay, and then, ooh. Okay, I didn't do the single crochet on that one. Apologies. So you're going to end off with a single crochet and go into that the very first stitch there, and finish off with a single crochet. And you know, they are now joined together, as you can see. Okay, and then you're just going to continue down the row, again doing single crochets in between the stitches and the gaps created. Okay, so just gonna keep going down, 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 down. And also, once again, do not forget that this little string here is also a stitch. You go into it. Okay, and yeah, once again, so that's what it would look like if you turn it upside down, which it is currently. It should be upside down. Okay, and that's what it looks like. Is what it looks like combined. Okay, so you're just gonna keep going down in single crochets until the end, and I'll meet you back there. Okay, and we're back, and I have 3 more stitches to go into. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, on that very last one, you're going to repeat what you did at the end there, and you're going to add 2 more stitches into that, so to create a nice corner. Okay, and then you're going to just continue all the way up the side of the bra cup. So you're just going to do a single crochet all the way up on the side. This is easier to navigate or to do, because now it's just actual normal loops at the top, and it's not like a bottom, so you can clearly see where you're going. Okay, so you're just gonna keep going, and I'll show you what to do at the top. So this is the top of the bralette, which we're heading up to now. Another thing I did while I was doing the single crochets at the bottom of the bralette, as you can see, was I kind of held back, I kind of weaved in the tail end that was created somewhere in the middle there into my work as well. So you can do that as well if you wish. So how would you would do that? Just imagine this is the tail end. You will kind of just hold it to the back and just, you know, the wool will be there. You would just yarn over and pull through. Okay. Okay, so I'll see you at the top. Okay, now at the top, okay, what I want to do a quick explanation here is each of the cups have a peak. So right now I have one more stitch before getting to the peak of, which is this. So this is the last stitch here, and this is the peak of my bralette. What we're going to do now is create straps for going over the shoulders, obviously. So now we're going to go into making straps. To make the straps, because I don't like detaching my wool and then reattaching my wool, so I like to make the straps on the get-go, especially if it's a plain bralette like this. Okay, so we're going to go into that next stitch. Okay, now we have the peak. What we're going to do is we're going to currently ignore this peak. Okay, and then we're going to chain, well, what I'm going to chain now is 120. Okay, you can make it as long or as short as you need to. Okay, but I'm going to chain a total of 120 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm just going to speed this up. Apologies, the 120 is actually for the back straps. I've currently done a total of 80 chains. Okay, so now what you're going to do from here is you're going to go into that second one, so not that first one, the second one, and you're going to slip stitch. So how do we do a slip stitch? You go into the chain like I just did, okay, yarn over and pull through both loops. Okay, gonna repeat. Go into the chain, okay, yarn over and pull through the loop. Once again, go into the tip of the chain, okay, yarn over and pull through the chain, the loop. Okay, so you're just going to repeat this all the way down. Okay, it gives a nice thick strap for security, and it makes life easier as you're going to go down again and come up and then repeat the strap again. But I'll do that with you as well, and I'll meet you what to do. meet you down here. Okay, we are now at the bottom and I have one stitch left, and then where we technically started from. Okay, so I'm just going to do one more slip stitch. Okay, and then you see the stitch where we started with before we started our chains. You're going to go into that as well, and you're going to also do, actually you're going to do a single crochet there. Okay, and you're gonna insert there and do a slip stitch. Now going into the rest, you're just going to do single crochets all the way down. Okay, and that's what the joining looks like. So remember, it's the very last one, do a slip stitch, a single crochet into that very last stitch, the beginning stitch you started the chains with. Okay, slip stitch into the peak of the bra cup. Okay, and then continue down with single crochets. And yeah. Ah, guys, I hate thunder. Thunder and lightning are not my friends, guys. Yo. Oh, wow, that was a horrible thing to have on a video. Anyway, I saw it coming when the lightning struck. Okay, so yeah, you're just gonna go down. You're just gonna go down. You're just gonna go down again. Okay, oops, I am twisting this too much. Okay, so you're just gonna go all the way down, and I'll meet you at that little joining point before we go into the next bra cup. Okay, we're now at that little meeting point. Okay, so I'm just going to do my last single crochet here, and what you're going to do is you're going to just kind of grab like the free space. Okay, do pull on it. Okay, and then go into, okay, you're gonna go in here and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, so I can repeat. You're going to go under the gap, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. Okay, and into the very first stitch there, you're going to yarn over, pull through. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3, and that's how you kind of create more stability within the tip there. Okay, now you're just going to do what you did on the other side and go all the way up with single crochets. Going up all the way with single crochets. Okay, and you're basically going to repeat what you did here. Okay, so don't forget, this is the peak. You're going to end it off here. Then you're going to chain 80 or as many as you wish. Okay, and then when you come back, and I'll meet you back once I have chained my 80 and have come back down. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I can show you how I join that part again. Okay, I've gotten back down to the end. I actually made a mistake with these. I ended up doing single crochet, so I had to like loosen it up and then redo it. But yeah, this is what it actually looks like. It should be as thin as this, not as thick as it was before. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this with you guys. Okay, so you can see I'm currently on the peak. I have gotten to the last chain, So I'm going to single crochet, okay, and at the peak I'm going to slip stitch. Okay, and then just single crochet all the way down again. Single crochet, single crochet. Just single crochet all the way down until you get to the end here. And I'll probably get to like there to show you what to do towards the end. So just single crochet all the way down. Okay, I'm back and I'm just gonna do the last bit with you guys. Okay, there's currently, as far as I can see, one more stitch left. Okay, and then you're just going to kind of slip stitch. There, it's kind of hidden there. Okay, slip stitch at the top of that very first corner that you did. Okay, to finish off. I apologize for the sounds in the background. Got very noisy neighbors. Okay, so now you have technically done a, what I would call a trim around, plus the straps. Okay, that's the straps. Now, okay, what it looks like so far, including the straps. Okay, now we're going to go into the body. For the body, okay, from where we ended off, we're going to chain 2, and now we're going to be doing double crochets. Okay, so into, skip this one, okay, into the very next one, you're going to do a double crochet, and you're just going to do double crochets all the way till the end of the bra cups themselves. Okay, just the bra cups, because now we're doing the body part, the part that goes from your underbust to either your mid torso, depending on what you want. Okay, so you're just going to do double crochets all the way around till the end. I'll show you what to do in the middle. Okay, and we're back to this middle part here. I'm just going to show you what to do here. So you can see that there is one more stitch here before the little wrap-a-roo we did there. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to not yarn over, you're just going to go into that one, then yarn through it, okay, through 2 loops on your hook. Okay, and then you see where it loops here, there's a stitch right there. That's what you're going to go into. Okay, that as well. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, then you're going to go into the next one. Now you have a total of 4 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all of them. Okay, now you're just going to continue your double crochets all the way down. Okay, so going back all the way down, and I'll meet you. Okay, now the end here. I'm just going to do the last 2 stitches. And you're going to go into that corner one as well. give that nice straight edge. Okay, now you're going to repeat basically what you did here around again till you get to the end, and then we're going to do a different kind of stitch for that to continue. Okay, so chain 2 now and double crochet into that second stitch from the hook. Okay, so not the one directly under the chain, the one after that. That's what you're going to go into. And don't forget, here you're going to stop here. Okay, so you're going to go in here, go in here, and go in here and pull through basically. So you're going to go into the 3 middle stitches there before you pull through, and continue double crocheting until you get to the end, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I'm at the end, and now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, turn the work. Oh, apologies, chain 3 instead, not 2. Okay, you're going to skip this first one and go into the second one. So you have this one, skip this one and go into the second one. Okay, then you're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch and go into the next one. Again, chain 1, skip the next one and go into the next one. Okay, so you're going to repeat this all the way through. Okay, and I'll meet you back in the middle again to show you what happens there. But then after showing you, I'm just going to reach the end after that. Okay, so for the middle, you're just going to basically do what you've been doing. Okay, so I'm currently on that one. So I'm just going to chain 1, skip that one, and go into the next one. Okay, and you're just going to continue once again all the way till the end. Okay, and we're back. I had to do 2 double crochets at the end here, or it would have been looking weird. Okay, but it doesn't matter. So you're going to want to do 3 more of this row, making it a total of 4, and then you're going to do 1 row of double crochets at the end. And yeah, I'll get back to you once I've done that to show you the final product. And you're going to also make, to show you that final product of the body being finished. And I'm going to do another strand, however it's not going to be braided like, it's not going to look braided like this, for the back, which you're going to use to intertwine like a lace at the back. Okay, so I'll get back to you once I've completed my 3 more rows of this row and 1 final row of this one. And we're back. Okay, I ended up doing only 2 more, so a total of 3. I thought it would have been too much. I don't want it to be too much, so I've only done a total of 3. And the double crochet at the end there. As part of the body, you're going to need to add a little ends to the sides here. So you're going to have to add a little bit of rows there. Oops. Okay. I'm just going to go into the same one 2 more times. doing the same double crochet. Okay. And into each of this little into each of these stitches you're going to do a total of 2 double crochets. Okay, so into the next one, 2 double crochets, into the next one, 2 double crochets. Okay, and once again, this is still 2 double crochet here. You're also going to do 2 double crochets into that as well. Okay, then we have our single crochet here. I think they're the singles. We're still going to put 2 in there as well. And then that very first one set that we did there. So, no, this is a set of doubles, okay. And you're just gonna kind of slot it in there somewhere and do 1. Okay. And that's basically that. Okay, now you're going to chain 1. Okay, what we're going to do is we want to make this as equal as possible because we're going to make little holes for the lace to pass through. So we're going to see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we're going to go into that very last one. So that means we're going to do chain 2, oops, skip 1, so skip this one into the next one, single crochet. Okay, so now we have this little hole here. Okay, so chain 1, skip into the next one, and you're going to repeat that. So chain 1, skip, next one, chain 1, skip, next one, chain 1, skip, next one, and chain 1, skip into that very last one at the corner there. Okay, so now that we've made these little holes for the lace to go in through, we're going to actually tie this off. So you're going to cut off. Okay, and then you're going to attach on the other end of this. To attach this, you're going to need to go right at the edge where you started. Okay, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3 for your double crochet like we did on the other side, and just go into that, go into every single one again twice like we did. You don't need to do the corner because it's already a corner this side, so just going in twice into every one. Including these doubles that we did here. Oops. And then 1 into the very first stitch we started with. Okay, let's count if we have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I think there's 13 there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so if you're in that kind of conundrum, yeah, I think I went twice into that. Yeah, that is my mistake. Okay, I'm going to fix that, but you know the drill. It's going to end up with 12 rows here, and then you're going to chain 1 and skip. Okay, here's what we currently have. So I've completed the body part, and you have the bra cups and these sleeves. Okay, now all we need to do is, you can choose whichever side you want the back to be. Okay. It's going to have quite an exposed back once you're done. And that's what the front will somewhat look like. And the back. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is the lace for the back, where it's going to loop into. Okay, I'm going to start with a slip knot. And all you got to do Okay guys, and that's how to make a bralette. Of course, you can always adjust this to whichever size you want. The cups can be smaller, this can be smaller. You can make more rows of this if it doesn't fit around your back as well. But yeah, this is a very, it covers the chest area more than a normal bralette would. I was aiming for that coverage, but yeah, and that's basically how you make a bralette. Of course, you're gonna weave in your ends, but y'all should know how to do this by now. If you don't, I'll put a link to it as well at the description below and also up here now.